Hi everybody, my name's Louise Mackenzie, Director of Workforce Transformation, and welcome to April's Team Brief. And today is the day after our Staff Achievement Awards, which we held at Oatlands Park Hotel. Fantastic afternoon and evening with about 160 of our staff, celebrating those staff that have gone the extra mile and who were shortlisted in some of our categories. Really good afternoon, celebrated with our governors, some of our non-exec directors. We had the Deputy Mayor of Runnymede with us and our host Victoria Derbyshire, who is a BBC presenter. So at Team Brief today, we did a look back at what has been a really successful year for the organisation. And Simon Marshall, Finance Director, described our financial performance last year and also talked about the financial strategy for this year. And Karen Burton, my Assistant Director of Learning and Development, described a really exciting new project that we're doing to define a new vision for the organisation.
Good afternoon everyone, my name's Simon Marshall, I'm Director of Finance and Information here at the Trust, and today in Team Brief we were celebrating our financial successes over last year. Very pleased to report we've delivered a surplus last year, one of the few trusts in the NHS to actually do that. That's incredibly important to the Trust, both in terms of our financial standing within the wider system, but also so that we could secure extra funding to the Trust, and we secured just over £6.3 million. So some of our financial success has been celebrated externally. Pleased to say last year we were recognised as one of the most productive trusts in the country. We've been shortlisted for an award from CHKS, who look at all aspects of trust performance, and we should hear on that in the coming month. We also talked about our challenges going forward, and the key message there really is to keep doing what we've been doing so successfully. We've got a large programme, but we've done a lot of work to make sure that that's developed with all our internal teams, and we're working very closely with our partners across all the commissioning groups as well. So undeniably, it is a large challenge next year, but the important thing is we keep our patient experience at the centre of everything that we do, and we just keep on delivering. Everyone there at Team Brief has contributed in one way or another over the last year, and please carry on doing the same in the coming year.
Hi, my name is Karen Burton and I am the Assistant Director in HR responsible for learning and organisational development. And today I've been talking to Team Brief around how we can develop a vision and kind of just refresh our strategy for the organisation. We want to ensure we are the best that we can be. We want to look towards the future. We want to ensure that all the experiences that our patients have are ones that people remember for the right reasons. We want to kind of engage the whole organisation in our strategy for the future, and we want to kind of get a vision that people can talk about, something that's simple, something that's measurable, and something that's along the lines of the way that we did the 4 Ps. Everybody in the organisation knows the 4 Ps, everybody was involved in kind of pulling together the values. So in doing so, we want to kind of do something similar with the vision. We want to kind of get this in place hopefully by the end of August, so we'll be coming out to teams. We want to have conversations with you. We're going to use some online messages, and we've got a clear timescale of when we want to have this done by. So it's up to you to put your views forward about what you'd like to see in the future for Ashford and St Peter's. So lots of ways you can do that. We're going to come out to chat to you. You can have the conversations in team meetings. Email me. Just drop me a line, let me know what you think about the questions that we're asking you, and we're going to kind of do some interactive stuff, hopefully through Aspire and through a wall where you can put your views forward to help develop the vision for the future. So the discussion that we had today at Team Brief was around how we can come out to you guys and have the conversation around the 4 questions. So the questions are around what makes Ashford and St Peter's great? Why do you work for Ashford and St Peter's? How do you feel about the aims that have already been put forward? And what should we be aspiring to as an organisation? It was a great starter of a conversation, just got people talking about why it's great to work here, and everybody talked about how the staff are our most important asset, and the staff are the people who help create the experience of working here at Ashford and St Peter's. So we're going to come out to you guys, we hope we're going to build on that. And what we want to know is exactly what it is it that our staff do here to make this such a great place to work, and for you to help shape our vision.
Hi, my name's Louise Mackenzie, and today at Team Brief I talked about the new module that we've got on the Manager's Toolkit called Building and Leading Healthy Teams. Now, as you know, the Manager's Toolkit's been going for a couple of years now, so this is the final module that we've added, and would encourage people to go onto the intranet and find out details. The purpose of the workshop is to support our managers in making sure that they are doing everything they can to build healthy teams, support staff, make sure that they are offering opportunities for staff to access all of the health and wellbeing activities that the Trust has been offering. And obviously this comes on the back of Health and Wellbeing Week, which was at the end of February, beginning of March, which was a real success, where we focused on 5 ways to wellness, and we did some interesting activities to help support people's resilience and wellbeing. So please look out on the intranet for details on the Manager's Toolkit, and in particular this new workshop.
On the 1st of April, lots of changes are taking place both for the Trust but also across Surrey, and we spent some time at Team Brief today talking about those but also reflecting on our learning from those changes. The main ones we wanted to discuss today were the changes to stroke services, and tomorrow, the 1st of April, a number of new staff will arrive in the Trust, principally the staff who work at the Ted Bradley unit at Woking and also who work in the early supported discharge team. All of those staff will be joining us from Virgin Care. We'll also be joined by a number of physiotherapists who again currently work for Virgin Care. We talked today about just how much planning and preparation these sorts of changes take, and we took the opportunity to really thank everybody who's been involved in preparing for these changes tomorrow. What we'll be doing in the next few weeks is reflecting on our learning from these changes, but in the meantime what we'd like to ask everybody in the Trust to do is to join us in really welcoming all of those staff who are joining us on the 1st of April. In the discussion, we collected some really valuable feedback about the learning from these sorts of changes, and because of that, we're going to be creating a checklist that will help people who might be involved in changes like this in the future. We also reflected on the fact that for any member of staff involved in a change like this, it's an enormous change to their working life, and that's why it's really important that alongside all of the practical things, we all do our best to really support the colleagues who are joining us. If you've got any particular questions about the changes that are taking place on the 1st of April, then please contact either Vanessa Harding, who's leading the stroke and Ted Bradley changes, or Jason Lane, who's leading the physiotherapy and MSK changes.